pull this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Want to donate to the cause? Super chats and Kick subscriptions are always welcome. We only live on YouTube and Kick right now. So super chats, Kick subscriptions, always welcome. I sent the email out to Kick support to let them know about the subscribe button. Told me I only got gifted. I should have a subscribe button as well. What I've seen that if you're on the desktop version and you click on my channel, not when I like you know how I'm live right now. If you click on the icon underneath for this, you know, the channel, like on YouTube, you click on the channel and you go to the front page of the channel. It'll allow you to subscribe. It'll allow you to subscribe. Hold on, is that off? Yeah, it allows you to subscribe, but I'm trying to get them to put a button on the mobile app as well. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, but until then, it's always good to, if somebody sends you a subscription, send them a subscription back. I really want to push all you guys that's over on YouTube over to Kick. That's kick.com/Canon Hotep. That's kick.com/Canon Hotep. And let's get into this. So, as expected, what's up, Kay? As expected, boy, oh boy. The assassination attempt has dominated the news cycle today, which, of course, it was going to dominate the news cycle, right? Rightfully so. Trump had a Spaces. I just didn't feel like listening to the Spaces tonight. It's going to be the same old same thing they did with the last time. He's going to tell you what he was doing and how you feel about it. I'm sure he doesn't feel good about it. I'm sure it makes him apprehensive for running for president, because it would make me apprehensive. You know what I mean? I don't know if he said anything new or different. If he said anything new or different and you listen to it, let me know. I just was like, man, it's going to be the same old same. What I will say is this. Season 3 of America is fucking lit. Season 3 of America is lit. Oh, we got 2 assassination attempts. We got 3 wars. Oh my gosh, yo. Oh man, oh man, oh man. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. Well, then again, I don't know. All the world's a stage. What up, Monique? All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage, people. This shit is hilarious. This shit is not hilarious. It's hilariously tragic. It's hilariously sad. Because who would have thought, if you'd have said in 2014 that Donald Trump was going to run for president and win, a lot of people would have said you were crazy. And if you would have said that he was going to run he's going to lose his second term and come back with a resurgence and win in 2024, only to have 2 assassination attempts on his life, you would be like, bullshit. That's some movie shit. That's some Manchurian Candidate, CTU, Jack Bauer shit. But here we are. Here we are, guys. Here we are. So let's check this out real quick.
Let me just be very clear. They are trying to kill the man. They are trying to kill my father. They are trying to kill the 45th president of the United States. We've seen 2 attempts on his life in the last 5 weeks. And I agree with Steve 100%. The Secret Service men and women, I knew the people on stage in Butler, and I knew many of the people that were on the ground, literally 2 days ago. I mean, I know these people. These are the greatest people you'll ever meet. These people will take a bullet from my father. They'll take a bullet for any side. That's their job. They love their job. They're incredibly good at their job. And if I could give that agent who saw the rifle barrel popping through a chain link fence in the middle of, big eureka bushes, if I could give them a big hug, I would do so right now, because there's no question that person saved lives these days. At the same time, I agree with you 100%. I mean, what's happening with the perimeter to these sites? How can that possibly happen? I mean, you're showing a picture on TV right now of an AK-47 with a scope, and a former president and very likely future president, based on the poll numbers and everything else, who was less than 300 yards away. I mean, one bullet. This country, the history of this country, everything else, showing a picture on TV right now of an AK-47 with a scope, and a former president and very likely future president, based on the poll numbers and everything else, who was less than 300 yards away. I mean, one bullet. This country, the history of this country changes forever. One bullet. The way the U.S. is perceived changes in a flash. How many other close calls do we have to have? When can we finally get our act together? And so, those agents on the ground, they are remarkable. They are remarkable, and thank God they were there and the way they respond. But there is a breakdown at some point. There has to be. I mean, this is 2 assault rifles.
That nigga got out look like Cornholio. He got out looking like Cornholio. He got TP for his bunghole.
We finally get our act together, and so, those agents on the ground, they are remarkable. They are remarkable, and thank God they were there and the way they respond. But there is a breakdown at some point. There has to be. I mean, this is 2 assault rifles within 300 yards of the president, the first one being 130 yards of the president, in a 5-week period of time. And there's only so many chances in the world that the first one being 130, there has to be. I mean, this is 2 assault rifles within 300 yards of the president, the first one being 130 yards of the president, in a 5-week period of time. And there's only so many chances in the world that you get. There are only so many lives that you're given. And, you know, I mean, just God bless. What happens if the agent would have missed that little skinny rifle barrel popping through a fence? I mean, what happens if they just would have been looking the other way? What happens if a bird would have flown overhead and distracted them in some way, shape, or form? You know, the future of this country could be very different. I mean, so you know, Sean, I am so grateful in so many ways to them. Some of my closest friends. At the same time, on the perimeter, somebody is letting those incredibly brave agents down, because this cannot happen. And just remember one other thing. I mean, the reports just came out that it looks like that, you know, person, based on their cell phone records, started showing up in that location at 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock. I mean, that person had been there for close to 12 hours at that point. It's incredibly disconcerting. It's concerning for the country. It's concerning for the hundreds of millions of Americans who would march to the end of the world for a man that they love, a man that they adore, a man that's leading the race for 47th president of the United States. And it's definitely deep concerning for, you know, for his family and for guys like me who love him deeply.
I mean, of course, that's going to come from his son. You know what I mean? Of course, it's going to come from his son. Let's just say it right, a bird. Squirrel! Oh, my goodness gracious. So check it, right? Let's go back here real quick. So allegedly, he wasn't. I'll get this over here. I thought he was on this side, right? I thought he was there, right? Because hole 5 is where Trump was. Trump was right here at hole 5. Okay, so now we know this is hole 5. So let's do this. This is hole 5 right here, right? And this is hole 6. Okay, that's hole 6. So allegedly, the suspect was like right here. Okay, he was here. He wasn't over here by Baker Street. He was over here off of Summit, right? So let's do this. But my theory doesn't change. See, everybody's like, oh my gosh, from here to here is 350 yards, right? Yeah, there's a 350 yards. He was going to shoot him from here across here and hit him at 350 yards, right? Scope 350 yards. I doubt it. He had to have a lot of. I don't care if he had a scope, right? I don't care if he had a scope. Your heartbeat, your breathing, even at 350 yards, that fucking hair, that hair is all, you know, the crosshair is all over the place. Right. So let's drop street view real quick. And now we know he was here. And he was here. Bow. Okay. Again, doesn't change anything. At least for me, it doesn't. It just doesn't make, like, to be here. Guess you could park right there. You run across fucking 4 lanes of traffic to be right here and crawl in these bushes. It makes more sense. I mean, if they say that's where he was, then that's where he was. It just doesn't make sense that that's where he was. It doesn't make sense that that's where he was. But if that's where he was, that's where he was. You know what I mean? It makes more sense for him to be. It would have. They found him there. Okay. Just to me, it would have made more sense to be. Okay, but that's not it either. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh no, yeah, Baker Avenue. It just for me, it would have made more sense to be here. It would have made more sense to be right here. You got this little off the beaten path little area right there. It just makes more sense that he would have been here and caught him at hole 5, right? But anyway, they said he was here. Okay. Theory still holds, right? Theory still holds. Okay. This is what I mean. So Trump was at hole 5 here. Okay. This is hole 6. So after hole 5, Trump would have traveled in his little golf cart. La 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 la. He'd have traveled, right, around this bend to hole 6, right? He'd have traveled right here to hole 6. Okay. Tough acting, tenacting, boom. That's where the suspect was. All he would have had to do was when Trump was coming around with his little golf cart, he would have stopped right here at hole 6, take the shot while he was in the golf cart. He didn't even have to have a gun with a scope on it to shoot him at 350 yards. Right? He didn't even have to have a gun with a scope on it to shoot him at 350 yards. You know what I mean? That's just a smart way to do it. It just doesn't make sense that if he was there since 1 in the morning, right? He was there since 1 in the morning. Why would you risk being seen and set up on Summit Boulevard? Sorry, I just want some ice. Why would you be seen at Summit Boulevard? We got all this traffic. It's heavy traffic, right? Instead of coming over here, where there's little to no traffic, it looks like. You got an embankment to kind of cover you. And it's a little more private right here. It's a little more private right here. Unless Summit Boulevard takes you straight to 95. Let's see. Unless Summit Boulevard takes you straight to 95. There's 95 right there. How about that? Yeah, that's 95 right there. Is there a way to get there? You know, or you just riding under the? I don't see an on ramp. Like it's just an underpass. So where would the on ramp be for 95? Because that would make sense to be on Summit if it was a 95. Okay, so here go the on ramps right here. So okay. Let's see. All right. So again, it would make sense to be on Baker and come around here. You haul ass, right? Or even if you're facing out this way, it would make sense to go up Baker, boom, or here, right? So it makes sense to go up, boom. You take your shot here. Let's just say he wanted to hit Trump while he's coming up his little golf cart, right? He takes the. Let's say he was here, boom, takes the shot, gets in his car. Speeds off either way. It doesn't fucking matter. Boom. Gun Club Road. How about that? Gun Club Road. Gotta love it. So where's the gun club? He speeds off. Boom. Gets here. And then boom, he's on 95. He's on 98 to 95. So yeah. So 98. He gets on 98. Comes down and then he takes 95. He merges on the 95. Summit Avenue doesn't have. Summit Avenue. Oh yeah. But Summit Boulevard doesn't have an on ramp to 95. I mean, he could. Sorry guys, I'm just thinking out loud right now. He could have ran up Summit to Congress Ave. Is there an on ramp? Yeah, I guess. He could have ran up Summit. He could have hit Summit to Congress Ave and jumped on 98 too. He could have did the same thing. So I guess it wouldn't matter. But it's just that Summit is so congested. Why would you take the shot from Summit? Why would you take the shot from Summit? Baker's a shorter distance. Baker and Dickinson is a shorter distance to get on 95. It's a shorter fucking distance. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Bow. Right here. Here's the on ramp right here. Coming down. Hauling ass. Hauling ass. To Interstate 95. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Angry. Here go Emmanuel. He coming here talking shit. Good game, yo. It was a good game. That was a hell of a game for the Eagles. Man, what do you think about Diddy's arrest too? He got arrested for trafficking, right? For child trafficking? That was always a thing, but people kind of overlooked that shit because they kept talking about the Diddy parties and shit. But they were never talking about the trafficking. Okay. But regardless, my theory still stands, right? My theory still stands. We go here. This is hole 6. Right? Trump coming from hole 5. He rounds around the hole 6. As soon as he stops here, that guy takes that easy ass that easy shot. That's an easy shot to take. That's an easy fucking shot to take. Because here's the bushes. And here go the little car route. If he's in these bushes right here, pow, that's 10 yards, yo. 10 maybe. That's 10 yards. That's not even, maybe not even 10, that's 10 yards. That's a 10-yard shot if he'd have did that. He was never going to make a 350-yard shot. He was never going to shoot across this shit all the way over here. They saying it's 350 yards. I don't see that being 350. Ain't no, I mean, I guess. I can't see that being a 350-yard shot. You telling me from here? I guess. No. Maybe 200 yards max. They saying it's a 350-yard shot. Regardless, it doesn't matter. He'd have never took that shot. He'd have waited until Trump got here to hole 6 to take that shot. Either while Trump was coming along the path, he'd have took the shot while Trump was coming along the path, or as soon as Trump stopped to place the 6th hole, he'd have shot Trump. Easy shot. But then you got to run across all this traffic and get on the fucking, don't make sense. But whatever. That's interesting. I just wanted to look at that again. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much going on, especially for somebody with no experience. Take the easiest shot that you're going to get. You know? Anyway. So, have we found out anything new about this guy? No. Nothing new that we haven't covered yesterday. Right? We haven't found anything new that we covered yesterday. This dude had some ties with
let me just be very clear.
Sorry. This dude had ties with some from Charlie Indigo Alpha. He had a contact with Charlie Indigo Alpha. We found that out yesterday. We talked about it. Of course, we used the phrase allegedly. You know what I mean? Because we got to be smart about it. He didn't like Trump not one bit. You know, it was all over his Twitter, and it wasn't just like he made his Twitter recently. He had it for a while. You know, a couple years. You know, so that, and then, he's one of them nutcases that wanted to go over and fight for Ukraine. He's one of them nutcases that wanted to go over and fight for Ukraine. Makes no sense. Unless you are an asset of Charlie Indigo Alpha. Unless you're an asset of Charlie Indigo Alpha, it makes no sense. You know what I mean? So, I know everybody got their theories. You know, I'm one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there, but I got to go with where the facts and the evidence leads me. And at first yesterday, I'm like, yo, did Trump set this shit up? You heard me say it in my stream. I'm like, yo, did Trump set this shit up? But then I had to remember, I had to sit back and I had to think. I had to look at the guy himself and go, nothing about him, nothing about his acquaintances, nothing about the people that he follows on social media with his blue hair, it's fucking looking like fucking Two-Face, says Trump ally. You know, says nothing about him says Trump ally. He just seemed like one of the people that want to. He seemed like he might have been one of them people that was office rocker for a while, right? On some like Lee Harvey Oswald, Timothy McVeigh shit. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like to me. And I said that yesterday. He seemed like he's office rocker, like on some Timothy McVeigh, some Lee Harvey Oswald shit. One of these agencies picked up on it, and they started to groom him. They started to socially engineer this dude and get him to do some dumb shit like this. You know, he thought Trump was a warmonger. Like, yeah, he's straight a warmonger. He wants to go fight for. We got to fight for the democracy of Ukraine and all that other bullshit. Weapons of what? Masturbation, fighting the cops, and brain AIDS. That's all we know so far. Stay tuned. Oh man, yeah. It's just nothing about him says Trump ally, right? Not to mention he was taken alive. So I can't see Trump setting that up, because if they press him, and you know, if the police press him, you know, he's gonna crack. He's gonna give it up. He's gonna give up the fucking goat. Is that how I go? Give up the goat or give up the ghost? Which one is it? Give up the ghost, right? Oh man, shit is wild though. Oh yeah, McVeigh was well trained. This guy, but I think this guy was an asset of Charlie Indigo Alpha. You know, that's just what I think. You know, either he was on the payroll or he was on the payroll. Either way, this guy was office rocker. They saw what he was doing. They used him. They facilitated him. Think about it. Like, who was paying for all these trips back and forth to Ukraine? Wasn't him. You know, the only thing I would say is this: I'd have gave him a better rifle. Allegedly, allegedly his rifle that he had no fucking grip on it. I don't even know how that would work. His rifle had no grip on that motherfucker. That's interesting. Like, I can't even pick up one of those because we on YouTube, and YouTube be on some bullshit. It didn't like his gun had a grip on it. It was an SKS. I thought it was an AK-47, but it's an SKS. That's what the gun is, an SKS, which is, you know, it looks like an AK-74, but it's an SKS. It's a long. It can make the shot. Put it like that. SKS can make the shot. You know what I mean? That's what all them Afghan soldiers are using. Like the Afghan snipers, them Arab snipers, they're using SKSs. And they getting the job done. You know what I mean? But his SKS ain't had no fucking pistol grip on it. None of that shit. But I'm not gonna say you can't make the shot with it. But you get found out, allegedly. They shoot at you and you leave your gun. You leave your gun and all your fucking gear. Then you get in your car. If you are on Summit, then somebody saw you. But somebody just happened to see him and thought to get his license plate and type of car he was driving. Interesting. Then he gets caught on 95. Now he's in custody, allegedly. Allegedly, he's in custody. Now, like I said yesterday, if we hear from him himself, or we see the hearing or whatever, right, then maybe it's some truth to what they're telling us. But if we don't hear from him, we just hear from like CNN and those guys. You know what I mean? If we hear from CNN and those guys, and they're just telling us what he said or whatever, he in some fucking shallow grave. Bora Bora, whatever. Yeah, season 3 of America is lit, yo. He was supposedly so well trained. Then did a bunch of first time boots on the ground guy shit. But in that Newsweek thing, they said that they was like Ukraine wouldn't take him because he ain't have no war fighting experience. You know? Ever see what the Azov Battalion arms people with that Azov Battalion arms people with that volunteered to help in Ukraine? Apparently, a BS gun and a handful of rounds and sent to the front lines. I bet. He's like, wait, oh shit, all these dummies want to come over here and help us. Put them motherfuckers on the front lines first. Hold our people back. Sounds about right. Have they said anything about the boy that shot the little black boy in school? I haven't heard much about it. This trumps all of this. Pause. This trumps all of this. You talking about the school shooting from a couple weeks ago, Yosef? Was this some new shit that happened? Can't keep up with it all. Did they send him to Epstein's old cell? Who knows where they sent him to? Somehow he made it to Martin County, like 20 minutes out, and that's where he got caught. Yeah, he served in Nuketown. Yeah, that still got me tripping. Yo said he served in Nuketown. But this is, I don't know, guys. I don't think that Trump set this up. It doesn't make sense that Trump would have set this up. You know what I mean? If Trump set this up, then the guy would have got away. Or something. The guy wouldn't have got caught. You know what I mean? Okay, so a couple weeks ago, that shit got swept under the rug, yo. The guy would have never got caught. You know what I mean? And you don't really, you can do something without the shooting. You could plant a fake explosive like they did at the Democratic National Convention building or whatever it's called, the DNC. Ooh, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day, but you can plant bombs like you did at the DNC. You don't need a shooter. You know what I mean? If you're going to plan, if I was Trump and I was going to plan some bullshit. If I was Trump and I was going to plan some bullshit, it wouldn't be a shooter. It's too messy. It's too many moving parts. A lot of people like to watch movies and shit, but it's too many moving parts. Too many moving parts. Right? Too many things to keep up with. But somebody playing a fucking bomb or whatever, then yeah, you can do that all day and clean that up. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't think this guy was acting on Trump's behest. This guy was acting on the behest of one of them alphabet agencies. He's probably been an asset for quite a while, especially since 2002 when he was caught with weapons of mass destruction. I don't know what he was caught with, if he had a dirty bomb or, I don't know, a bunch of fucking fertilizer in a U-Haul truck. I don't know. But he probably been an asset ever since, because they let him off with a misdemeanor. So he probably been an asset ever since 2002 for whatever agency it is. And he does whatever they tell him to do. Period, full stop. So, but at the same time, be prepared to see this one get swept under the rug as well. The funny part is that we listened to it yesterday. The guy says that if Trump was the president, he would get more Secret Service detail, but he's not the president, so he gets what he gets. That's essentially what the guy said. Even after being shot in Baker, where's it? Baker, where the fuck was they at? Butler, Pennsylvania. Even after being shot in Butler, Pennsylvania, right? On a quote unquote botched assassination attempt, they still didn't give him adequate enough Secret Service detail. What's up, Jay? It's wild to me. Yes, I'm sleepy tap right now. If I was going to do it, I would not use a pow bang. Right. You know what I mean? It's too many moving parts, yo, to have a shooter. That's why I don't think the shooter shit is viable as a false flag that Trump creates. I'm not gonna say he's not smart enough, but he ain't smart enough. You know what I mean? Like he's not. No, it's too many. Like I'm not gonna say he's not smart enough to pull it off. He's smart enough to not do that. He's smart enough to know that shit wouldn't fare for him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trump 80 up there, you're trying to get tackled. Oh man. Hollowsville got all. What do you say? Hollowsville's got all kinds of photos in the media center stage, and everyone know about them. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, whatever this dude did with whatever dirty bomb he had, he's been an asset since then. He's been an asset since then, working on behalf of the Alphabet Agency since 2002, at least. Oh, no, I thought the Eagles won, didn't they? I came downstairs too early. I was watching the game, but I came downstairs to get ready for the stream. Damn, y'all lost by a point. Oh, man. I thought the Eagles had it, yo. I came downstairs too soon. Ain't that about a blip? Wild. My bad. Sorry about your Eagles, but at least y'all fucking 1-1. We 0-2 right now. You know, it should have been at least 2 agents, 4 agents walking that perimeter. I'm just saying. And then the fact that the guy wasn't even from Florida. He was from Hawaii by way of North Carolina. He's from Hawaii by way of North Carolina. He's not even from Florida. So he had to be put there. He had to be sent there. I don't think he did the shit on his own. I think he got sent there. I think he got arrested and he's going to get extracted or expelled. Exterminated. He's either going to get extracted or exterminated. The billionaire TV star with a hit show and former president isn't smart enough. No, I'm not saying he ain't smart enough to pull it off. He's smart enough to know that the shit ain't going to work out well. Some things it's just too much logistics behind it. There you go. I like that. Not dumb enough to order the break-in. Not smart enough to order the cover-up. On the radar, on the COFA, on the payroll. Dude was in Azov propaganda commercials, and I thought I heard BlackRock commercials. Could be wrong on that. Interesting. You stopped watching the game at 2 minutes. Warren and Falcons came back. Yeah, that's what I stopped watching the game around like 3 minutes and some change, and then I came upstairs to start getting ready. You mean Trump 2-0? Trump 0-2. Deep State 0-2. Baltimore making me not excited for NFL. Glad my your cards are looking pretty good so far. Yo, it's the second game in a row that they should have won and they didn't win it. By 1 point. I was disappointed. And I was talking shit. I sent the super chat and talking shit on Jonesy's Raiders Nation podcast. Trump has a team around him in former loyal Secret Service. Trump needs to get rid of his entire Secret Service. And he needs to go with private security. And he needs to vet them and hire them himself. I'm just saying, after the first time, I wouldn't trust Secret Service. It was apparent from Jump Street in the first attempt that somebody was in on it. I wouldn't be taking no more chances. Yeah, I seen that. We're going to talk about that. Matter of fact, done talking about this dude. What's his name? Ryan Routh or whatever, however you pronounce it. Let's go to the Diddy shit. Let's go to the Diddy stuff. Hold on, where is it at? Funny part is that a lot of these other, they don't want to tell you why. Somebody said Diddy had his own. Somebody said Diddy had his own handcuffs when the feds pulled up. They wild. Oh man, the downfall of Diddy. Anybody seen the downfall of Diddy? They had that fucking documentary rocking and rolling and ready to go, like in a matter of like hours. Let's see. There we go. He said Diddy had his own handcuffs. I'm ready, officers. Take that. All right, let's see. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested Monday night in New York in New York City by federal agents with Homeland Security Investigations. ABC News has confirmed earlier this evening federal agents arrested Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by I don't know who that is, but what's SDNY? I don't know. Whatever. United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The Southern District of New York, Damian Williams said in a statement, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we'll have more to say at that time." Now I'm hearing this on trafficking, sex trafficking, but I don't know. What's this saying?
We are disappointed. Chang, we do have breaking news this evening. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him. Multiple sources are telling ABC News. We're told that federal agents with Homeland Security took him into custody. The singer and producer has been facing scrutiny since his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse in a 2023 lawsuit. Most recently, he was accused of years of psychological and physical abuse in a lawsuit filed by singer Don Richard just last week. Diddy's lawyer released a statement saying, in part, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. He is an imperfect person, but not a criminal. He looks forward to clearing his name in court." As for the pending lawsuits, Diddy has denied wrongdoing, and his legal team has said they plan to fight them in court. We now send you back to Lindsay Davis.
Okay. I don't know. Which I think this indictment is. I think it's about Cassie and some other assault allegations, or you think this shit is the trafficking shit that people are alleging? Diddy should have been on an island. For the longest, I thought he ran over there where Russell Simmons is at. Sex trafficking charges are such a loose allegation. If people rode with him on a plane to another state, they say it's sex trafficking. That's true. But I was hearing child trafficking. That's what I said, Jay. I thought he was over there with Russell already. I guess we're gonna find out though. Did he have his own television network? I think this entire thing is about that. He had that Revolt channel. You know what I mean? Just some step above public access, I guess. You know what I mean? This is what I think on this Diddy stuff. I was talking about this last night. This is what I think on this Diddy stuff. Diddy didn't pay somebody what he owed them. Diddy is a billionaire. He hit billionaire status. Nobody, especially in the entertainment industry, right? In the public eye, we'll say. All right, there's a lot of billionaires that aren't in the public eye, but nobody in the public eye becomes a billionaire without somebody allowing that shit to happen, without somebody facilitating that shit to happen or having a hand on it. I think Diddy was made a billionaire the day after Kanye lost his billionaire status. How about that? But I digress. Yep, Fuego, the devil came for the bag. I don't know why they came a day early. We've seen them bringing in people for years like this, catch and release. As long as they pay their dues, they don't get taken down. That's a fact. I think Diddy owed somebody some shit and he didn't pay up. Diddy became a billionaire. And we know how shit be going, right? You gotta give a sacrifice to get that far. Remember what Kanye said? Kanye said his mother was the sacrifice. He didn't know nobody. His mother was dead on some. Now we know things happen when you go to other countries to get plastic surgery and stuff like that. But even Ye said, I think my mother was a sacrifice. Let's just say Diddy hit a billionaire status and they was like, we want one of your sons. We want one of your sons. And maybe Diddy wasn't willing to give up one of his sons. Or whatever it is that Diddy was supposed to give, right? Diddy ain't do it. Because Diddy didn't do it, they was like, okay. And now they gonna get what they gonna get it in a pound of flesh and still get their money too. That's how shit happens, yo. Shit like that happens. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. We seen it in The Godfather. I will give you this request, but you owe me. You owe, and it could be something as dumb as give me a ride to the airport. Are you good? Or we need you to do this. I think that Diddy owed somebody and he didn't pay up. Who knows what it was he owed, but he didn't give it up and now they ruined him. That's just me. His ego might have gotten so big he didn't think he still had to pay the piper. There you go. Diddy and the informant, he decided not to give up some info and they flipped on him. That's a possibility. Possibility. I'm just saying. Diddy had no problem riding Biggie's casket to the bank. Ooh. Jay said death rituals, certain people at their level know where the body's at. They make Faustian deals. Just saying. Sell their soul to the devil. Patrice O'Neal talked about it and how it works in Hollywood. He said there's no reason I shouldn't be bigger than I am. It shouldn't be no reason I should be bigger than I am. I shouldn't be bigger than I am, but I don't want to owe that much. I don't want to owe that much. That's what he said. That's what Patrice O'Neal said before he passed away. He said, there's people in line. He said, when the beast pick you up, you winning. You shining when the beast pick you up. People that get in line, they get chewed, put in the mouth, chewed up, and shit out. Only to get back in line, hoping that the beast pick them up again. Noah said he probably owed a sex tape. Yeah, rip Patrice O'Neal. Oh, I still listen to him. So, that's some classic radio. That's classic radio, CW. I still listen to some of this shit on there. Straight up. He did also say his mouth is another reason, but his mouth is the fact that he didn't cut no cards. He told the truth. He was Hotep, yo. Like, there's no reason that me, Hotep Jesus, Uncle Hotep should be bigger than we are. Simple as that. We got superior content on the network. And I know sometimes I get lazy with it or whatever, but even my lazy shit is better than a lot of these people's best shit. But we ain't willing to compromise. We gonna tell you what's what. I guarantee if I went out here and start spitting this hard right Brandon Tatum shit, I start doing fucking what's his name? David Harris Jr. type shit. We probably could get a run at it. But that's not what we are. You know? It's just not what we are. So we're not gonna get that. We're not gonna get that grace. You know, HJ has some success. You know, going on Fox News and Rogan and got us on Tim Pool and shit like that. It's cool. You know, but all three of us should be out here destroying it, especially the shit that we put out. Especially the shit that we put out. But we don't toe that line. We don't run with those TPUSA talking points. We don't run with the Daily Wire talking points. We don't. We not hard right. It's just what it is. For some reason they think that shit not marketable, and it is. We can go toe to toe with anybody. Anybody. I think we can go toe to toe with Temple easy. We can go toe to toe with Crowder easy. Easy. I be seeing some of these channels on Rumble and they're not impressive, but they get this big fucking push, which I always think is interesting. But that's because we got Hotep in our name. I went on a rant one day. We was talking about Steven Crowder when he was, I guess when they came out and said he was like a shitty boss. We was talking about this shit. I said I could probably take Hotep out of my name and just go with Cannon and spit all of those far right talking points, and I probably will fucking explode overnight. But that's not who I am. That's not who I am. Exactly, pro. We for the streets. Exactly. You love hearing, yeah, same here. Appreciate you, Jack. Appreciate you, Fuego. Denzel Hotep on the low. Diddy probably had an old Kamala freak-off tape in his archives, and that's why his house was raided. Oh, I guarantee Diddy got some. He got to have quite a few. He got to have quite a few elected officials or some big shots in some of these freak-offs. You know what I mean? Diddy was for the boule. You know what I mean? Epstein, he can get you all the other people, but Diddy was for the boule. Guaranteed. In the conspiracy talking points wise, it's Tim, what is it? Is Tim Dillon the closest we got to Patrice anymore? I don't know. That's a good point, but I don't know. Let's see. They're not that smart. They just have awesome teams. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You should be watching the Cannon Hotep versus Candace debate Griff right now. I wouldn't mind going toe to toe with Candace. I know how to prep for a debate as well. Most of the shit I be saying is off the top of my head. So imagine if I actually really prepared to debate somebody. Most shit is just me with my fucking autism remembering shit that nobody can remember. Like a beautiful mind. I'm sitting here looking at the screen and I just see fucking ones and zeros and fucking decimal points and fucking division symbols and shit. And I start figuring shit out. And if I actually fucking buckled down for a debate, It's not a problem. Yeah, exactly, Jay. Goodwill canning hunt. I'm dead ass show. Like, I like to call myself a figure outer. You know, Kamala was that freaknik getting towed down. There's got to be a video out there. Who will be on my debate prep team? That's a good question. Chad Lemoyne will be on my debate prep team off rip. Sonny will be on my debate prep team. HJ will be on the debate prep team. And I put Unc on the debate prep team. Unc just don't like talking. But Unc know his shit. And Jonah. Oh shit. Jonah got all the Langley basement files. I think that's where Jonah lives. I think Jonah lives in the basement at Langley. I think Jonah lives on Langley's farm. Oh yeah, and Jabari. I can't forget about Jabari. It's a no-brainer, y'all. I get that. I can take down anybody. Period, full stop. PA Ninja's the most Hotep in the country. Hey. But it wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I used to help my brother. I used to help my little brother debate because my little brother used to be in the debate league when he was in high school, and I would help him set up for that shit. And I think him and his little debate team was undefeated. I think they won everything except for this one tournament I went to. I think they lost the finals. He lost the finals, but yeah, I used to like debate. I can make an argument for any fucking thing if I want to. So let's hear this. So apparently, according to Lives of TikTok, I don't know how true this is. Check this out. Let's listen to it though. Goldstein is pretty savage. I did Hotep's on the thing. Hotep's and Hotep adjacent. Even P-Dog Knight. You know what I mean? P-Dog Knight be doing his thing. So let's check this shit out. What the fuck is old Hill Dog talking about? It says, this from Liz at TikTok. Just barely 24 hours after Trump was almost killed in an assassination attempt, Hillary Clinton is on MSNBC calling Trump a danger to the world. This is what toning down the rhetoric looks like.
Journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump, his demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world, and stick with it. They were merciless about what they saw as President Biden's, problems in the debate and calling for him to,
What?
Shit.
Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Oh my God, yo. Let's keep it a buck if we're gonna go with the official narrative of these assassination attempts. All right, let's keep it a buck if we're gonna talk about these assassination attempts, Hillary. Your guys' rhetoric is the reason why somebody like that would be radicalized to go do some shit like that. Case in point, what you just said in this clip. That's the type of rhetoric that'll gas somebody up to go and quote unquote, I don't know, take out a former sitting president of the United States, constantly calling him Hitler or fucking Mussolini or saying that he wants to be a king. He wants to be untouchable. He wants to put y'all back in chains. He's the biggest threat to democracy. Allowing actors and entertainers to hold effigies of his fucking head covered in blood up on picture shoots. Doing music videos where they're pantomiming shooting him in the head. They did a fucking play in the park of him getting stabbed to death like he was Caesar. Oh, but it's Donald Trump's rhetoric that's getting him this vitriol, these assassination attempts. No, it's your rhetoric and the rhetoric of the left and the rhetoric of the bourgeoisie and the rhetoric of big tech and big entertainment that's gassing people up, that got a couple of fucking screws loose, that want to go out here and become a goddamn hero. It's y'all. I wouldn't be shocked if Hillary had a hand in this nigga being in the bushes. They try to grassy knoll my man Trump. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Hill Dog and they want to distract from this fucking Haiti shit because she stole $14 billion. The Clinton Foundation stole $14 billion from Haiti. Anybody remember that shit? After the earthquake, what was the earthquake? 2014? Am I wrong about that? When was the earthquake? 2012? When was it? All that humanitarian aid that went to the Clinton Foundation, $14 billion gone. Nobody ever investigated it. You know why? Because the motherfucker that was going to go to trial that came from Haiti, the guy that was going to testify that came from Haiti, he was found dead in his fucking hotel room with a suicide note. 2 days before he was supposed to testify before Congress on the money missing from Haiti's aid. But I digress. Let's get back to the old Hill Dog and what she just said. So she's blaming Donald Trump's rhetoric or lack thereof rhetoric because this is them. When you make somebody out to be like you about to, oh, he's gonna come in here and he's gonna become a dictator, an authoritarian dictator. He's gonna make you guys fucking eat oatmeal for the rest of your lives. Meanwhile, you guys fucking facilitating bread lines. You guys the reason why inflation is through the roof. You guys the reason why billions and billions of dollars are being fucking laundered through Ukraine in this bullshit war. Fucking Hillary need to go take several goddamn seats. And the fact that she's still on fucking news is a problem. She literally just did this shit that she's trying to condemn Trump about. Listen to it again.
Journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump. His demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world.
You just sit here and said that his danger, his demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world. So some motherfucker that's half listening or got some shit wrong with him, a little touch of the tism or something like that want to be a goddamn John Wilkes Booth, hears that and goes, yeah. And they go try to do something about it. For 4 fucking years while he was in office, you told the world that the fucking orange man was the bad man and that Joe Biden was coming to save America. That's what y'all did. Putin's cock holster, right? Meanwhile, Putin never made a fucking move against Trump. And when he tried to do some bullshit in Syria, Trump murked all his people that was trying to pull the shit off in Syria. But nobody talked about that. It was Russia collusion for you trying to cover your asses for spying on them. And the shit went south. This shit is wild. You know why you lost, Hillary? Do you know why you lost, Hillary? Let me tell some people the shit they don't know. You lost because you didn't run a race. You didn't run your fucking race. You had fucking celebrities doing the shit that Kamala Harris is doing. They're trying to run your playbook from 2016, but with Trump's policies. Let's get these celebrities to shuck a job and dance for us and get these people in the stands so they can hear it, so we can get their votes. She had Big Sean and fucking Bruce Springsteen and Jay-Z and them, all them motherfuckers up there. T.I. and them. Shucking and jiving and soft shoeing and dancing and shit. Motherfuckers ain't give a fuck about that. Obama ain't do shit for 4 years. 8 years. You still lost. Because you didn't run your race. You didn't give a shit about people. You was like, I'm up next. And she was supposed to be up next. She was selected to be up next. But you know what happens? They got to give you the illusion that you're voting. They got to give you the illusion that your vote matters, that your vote counts, right? But you know what happened? That shit backfired on them. So many people felt disenfranchised by the Obama administration that they couldn't get the flim flam over on them. These people voted for Trump as a fucking FU. See, the thing which y'all don't understand is, right, it wasn't so much that Trump just destroyed a bunch of Republicans in debates. Right? It's the fact that he was handpicked by the DNC to win. Because they knew that they thought he would be an easy win for Hillary. That Hillary would just steamroll through him. And that shit didn't work out in their favor. So what they start doing? What did my man Billy Coop say? Where the fuck is my book? You know what my man Billy Coop said in Behold a Pale Horse? When you got somebody whose voice is too big, right? You got the hearts and minds of the people. What do? You assassinate his character. You can't kill him. Well, they're trying to now because they're getting desperate. But in the beginning, you couldn't kill him because it's like if you killed him, if he died, and everybody knew that this shit the fix was in. The fix was fucking in. So he assassinated his character. Oh, it's Russia collusion. He threatened the president of Ukraine. He said shithole countries. There's good people on both sides. All that bullshit you guys were doing for 4 fucking years. With the aid of mainstream media, with the aid of big tech. For 4 years, denigrating this man, slandering his name, dragging it through the mud, defamation, defaming him. And you don't think that people was listening to that shit? Like, and then got bold enough to go try something if we going with the official narrative. Because I don't go with the official narrative. You wanted to leave a bad taste in people's mouth about Trump. If you could leave a bad enough taste in people's mouths about Trump, you could get them out of the paint. That's what y'all did in 2020. You guys Shanghai 2020. But people was on that, anybody else other than Trump bullshit. Doing the electric slide in the street and all this other dumb shit. Now y'all still denigrating this man, still slandering this man to the point that he got shot in the ear by assassination attempt, and there was a meme going around talking about you only had one job. Y'all swept that shit under the rug, and y'all gonna try to sweep this one under the rug, and people are so it's ridiculous. This shit is crazy, yo. But she's sitting up here on one hand saying Trump's rhetoric is what's getting him attacked, all while spewing the rhetoric that's getting Trump attacked. I don't understand how she's still relevant and why people still fucking interview her. She's a washed up fucking daughter of a mob boss who, I don't care what nobody say, ran the White House in the 90s. You think that fucking Bill Clinton did that? Nah, Hillary did that shit. She was running the fucking White House. But now she want to be official on the books with it, and she couldn't do it. So now you're looking at a bitter old white woman wanting to see America burn. Yeah, I heard it. He said that Obama was first black president, but Trump the first nigga. I feel like America would have went along with the fix more in 2016 than today if Trump had been shot. Damn. Democrats have nothing to sell in terms of policy, so they throw a party with celebrities instead. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what the deal is, in my opinion. Haiti's earthquake was in 2010. Thanks, Teresa. You can't keep poking the bear, y'all. Can't keep poking the bear. Hillary's probably deplete of the list of available assassins after killing them once they had the job done for her. Yeah, that body count is up there, ain't it? Oh my gosh. Boy, they're just getting sloppy. Man, this shit is crazy. Trump's rhetoric is getting him killed, all while spewing the rhetoric that's getting Trump attacked. This was interesting right here, though. This is what we're gonna end on because I'm fucking tired. Let's see, check this out. MJ Truth Ultra says another episode of The Twilight Zone just dropped. ABC's Martha Raddatz says Trump was wrongfully fact-checked about abortion and then eviscerates Kamala Harris for lying about the military. Let's see what she says.
Vice President Harris did not make clear whether she supports any restrictions on abortion. Currently, 9 states and the District of Columbia have no gestational ban on abortions. Her comments about the military. She said during the debate.
Again, 9 states, including Washington, D.C. and Maryland, apparently, have no limits on gestational abortion. Trump wasn't lying. I told y'all, New York is being one of them. Remember, they passed the legislation, said it was cool all the way up to the 9th month.
Debate this about the U.S. military. Let's listen.
As of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century.
Our fact checkers found that to be false, and I have a lot of experience in that area as well. There are currently 900 U.S. military personnel in Syria, 2,500 U.S. troops in Iraq. All have been under regular threat from drones and missiles for months. We also have action in.
Yeah, I mean, and she was lying because we just had a few months ago where they were talking about troops in Syria that got attacked. I think it was troops in Syria that got attacked by fucking mortars.
The Red Sea. We also, every single day, the Navy SEALs, Delta Forces, special operators can be part of any sort of deadly raid. So why would she make that claim?
Well, I think what's important here, Martha, is that Kamala Harris, in contrast to Donald Trump, demonstrated herself to be commander-in-chief. We are in a world where there are all sorts of conflicts, and it's all the more reason we need somebody who's serious and who supports the military. And just remember,
but Governor, excuse me, but she said there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone. That is not true. You say she demonstrated her ability to be commander-in-chief, but did she not know about these people in Syria and Iraq?
She had a short circuit. She can't read her script.
Why would she say that?
Look, that was a comment. That was a comment in a debate. I think the point that she was trying to make was a broader point. And of course, we have military in place all around this country. That's important. We're the United States of America. And Kamala Harris, remember, is the person who stands with NATO, who supports our allies, who's working to bring countries together. Donald Trump stands with Vladimir Putin. So, you know.
Again, more rhetoric that gets Donald Trump and, you know, precarious predicaments. I can't even talk tonight. Jeez.
I think that's what's really important. Kamala Harris, she respects our military. She respects our service members. Donald Trump calls them suckers and losers. And it's why.
And that's been debunked. That's been debunked, and they still run with it. They still run with the rhetoric. I want to see if Martha even calls on that.
Donald Trump's former military generals support Kamala Harris. They say that Donald Trump shouldn't be anywhere near the Oval Office. And I think those are the points, Martha, that people need to understand. We live in a world of very serious times with serious consequences, and the actions of the next commander-in-chief matter. Kamala Harris will be that commander-in-chief and lead us forward in freedom, working with others.
Governor, I want to hit another. I want to stick to.
See, they cut it off. She's probably about to correct their ass on the suckers and losers bullshit. That was debunked. That was debunked, and they still run with it. Yeah, she was trying to obfuscate it, trying to fucking deflect. We have soldiers all over this. Yeah, no shit. Wasn't talking about this country. That's the shit I'm talking about, y'all. That's the shit I'm talking about. They don't care if they don't care. Like, she literally is on here talking about being fact checked, and then she starts to fucking spread the same lies that Kamala was spreading. They don't care about being fact checked. If you say it enough time, people are bound to listen. If you say it enough time, people are bound to believe it. We live in a serious world with serious consequences. So we cackling Kamala to the rescue. Yeah, all right. Shit is wild to me, people. Crazy. This is where we at. The fucking Banana Republic. We're in the fucking Banana Republic, people. Keep your head on the swivel, guys. It ain't gonna be the last false flag we get. Just gonna let you know that right now. It's not. There's a distraction happening, and I don't know what this distraction is, or what it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be not distraction. There's gonna be something happening behind these distractions that we're seeing right now. I don't know what it is, but it's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. So just keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you got food. Make sure you got water. Make sure you got your preparations. Make sure you got first aid and batteries and all that shit, just in case they fucking turn the lights out before the election. Because they're getting desperate. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all tonight. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the streams, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Want to donate to the channel? Become a subscriber on Kick. Become a member on YouTube. Rumble Rants. Jeez, you can join me on Rumble too. I just wasn't on Rumble tonight. But Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Kick subs, always welcome. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App as well. You know, every little bit goes back into the channel. It's basically a spell. Don't listen to the facts. We are telling you what you feel. That is true. That is true. That is true. But anyway, guys, till next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed. Stay strapped. Don't miss. And don't fall for the banana and tail pill, guys. Because right now, the tail is wagging the dog. And don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holla at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax.